Hey guys, Mr. Darryl again from 5-Star Martial Arts. So if you watched the last few videos that we did, we started with our overhead technique where we're striking out nice and flat. In the last video we did, we had a little bit of fun with our wrist rolls. All right. This time I want to go back to one of our basic strikes that we're going to use in a lot of our forms, and that's called a bow punch. So for a minute, I'm just going to set the bow down. We all know what a hard bow punch looks like, right? We're in a good hard bow stance. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight, and I'm punching out from my chamber. All right, that's a hard bow punch. When we do a punch with the bow, it's going to be very similar to that. That's why they call it a punch. A lot of times when we try to strike down with the bow, where it's almost like a chopping technique, we want to try to avoid doing that with the punch. So when we do the punch, if you want to start from that same hard bow stance, feel free. So you got the front leg bent, back leg straight. Now, obviously, you can't chamber your hand the same way you would for a punch with the bow. It's just not going to work too well. So we're going to kind of start right from that almost chamber position, but your hand might be a little bit more towards the front of your chest. That's perfectly fine. All right. Again, I'm starting with the right hand up, left hand down grip. All right. So I'm in that hard bow, and I'm chambering right from my shoulder. The top of my bow is right to my shoulder, or my hand is right by my chamber position almost. All right. This time we're just going to punch out with the bow. As I do that, my left hand is going to slide down the bow. My chamber position for a punch is right there by my hip, right at my belt. All right. If you try to do this without sliding the hand down, what's going to look like? It's going to look like a chopping motion. All right. We really have to slide that hand down. I'll reverse so you guys can see it. All right. So it's right there by my hip, right by my belt. And as I'm punching out, it's just my hands just punching out. The tip of my bow, I want you guys to imagine you're aiming towards someone's head. Try to picture someone your own height. So when I do this technique, I'm figuring, Tim Ellis right there, or, someone my height, we're aiming right for that head of the strike, right? When you guys practice on someone your own height. Obviously, you're not going to be hitting anyone, but just right about there, all right? And as you do that, make sure you slide that hand down the bow. So it's going to look just like this, boom, just like that. So I'll reverse my stance here so you guys can see. Again, with that conventional grip, slide my hand down, punch. All right, this is a technique we use in a lot of our forms, so make sure you guys practice that. I'll catch you guys in the next video.